Hello, this is Mr. Metters. Whenever you store a file, the file is stored in what's called an allocation unit or a cluster. Now the size of an allocation unit or a cluster is fixed once a system is formatted. So once you have your computer system with an operating system, the allocation units are fixed for that system. Now, here's what happens. Let's say that a storage unit on disk, I'm talking about disk space right now, is 4K. Well, if you store a file that's only 2K, it's going to still take up 4K, and that excess 2K is waste. So the 4 total minus the 2 that you use equals 2 that's wasted, and you can't put anything in there. Another example is if you have a 4K cluster size and you store a file that's only 3K, what will happen is you lose 1K space. 1K of disk space is wasted. That's normal. That's how it works. The more you open up a file and change it over time, the more what we call fragmented it gets. The file is placed in different pieces around on disk, and the file is placed in different allocation units, I should say, spread out over the disk. So the problem is that retrieval time becomes a little bit impacted. So by the time when you open a file, it may take a few minutes, well, not minutes, but seconds to open it because it's got to be scattered all over the disk. As opposed to if it was all the file pieces were close together, and that would be called contiguous. And in order to do that, what you want to do is use disk defragmenter. Now the way you get to that is go through your all programs, accessories, system tools, and open up disk defragmenter, and it'll pop up right in here. Now the first thing you want to do is analyze your disk, and it'll tell you how defragmented it is. You don't want to go ahead and defragment right away. You just want to analyze it. Now you notice that you have red for fragmented files. It means that the files are spread out over the disk, which slows performance down. And you see blue, which are contiguous files. That's a good thing. Contiguous means the stuff is close together or adjacent. So let's take a look at the analyze here and see how long that takes. It's still working. It's going to fill up this little estimated disk usage space first. Now I can either pause or stop it, and there you go. See, it's kind of working now. You see how I got some fragmentation right in here and right in there, but got a lot of blue, which is good. Now generally, if fragmentation, if your file is if your system is fragmented, let's say more than 10 or 20% or less than that, Microsoft will not recommend that you fragment, that you go ahead and convert. Let's see. It says I should defragment mine. Mine is total percent. Let's see. Fragmentation is 25%. So they really recommend that you defragment the system, but you want to do that in safe mode. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and click close, and that'll be for another day. But once you defragment, what will happen is that the system will put all those little pieces of that file in close proximity, so that the retrieval time will be a little quicker. Typically, you enhance disk performance when you do that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Copyright 2008, Mr. Metters.